CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The traffic in New York City making its way. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. And there's Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard. And looking at the Nets, Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the point guard position. Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass. In these teams, both among the league's better defenses, Brent, with advanced stats and tracking, do you think it's getting easier to measure and quantify what goes into great defenses?
I think there's technology, Kevin, that still needs to come along in order for some of the analytics guys to really truly assess positional defenders and where some of their arms and legs are. That will really help them define how these defenses are impacting some of the offenses and the way they play. I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Irving. Right at the free throw line. Batum grabs the miss.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
George finds Jackson. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And Brooklyn has possession. The Clippers getting the bucket. That one drops for him.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Jackson against Irving. George passes to Zubac. George with the ball. Zubac kicks to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Outside for Jackson. Over Irving. And that one goes long.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Here's Jackson. The pass to Zubac. Kicks to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Jackson passes to Leonard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Leonard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Clippers. There's 1:47 left in the first. Left side, Jordan. Passes it to Green. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's George. Inside. Here's Zubac. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And stolen by Harris. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Rondo. From 17 feet out.
And a rare block shot from Boris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Nets trail by 6. Outside Irving. On the wing, Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Rondo against Irving. Here's Aldridge. Yep, it counts.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Rondo kicks to Morris. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Morris has got 5 points so far.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 9. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
So for the Clippers right now, Marcus Morris is out there with Kennard. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Mann in at the two-guard spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. James Harden. He's checked in for the Nets. Here's Kennard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nets go the other way with it. And we played through the first minute here in the second. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Well, he's become a defensive anchor here for this team over the past couple seasons. Great timing on the block there.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Here's Kennard. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Rondo passes to Oturu. Over Aldridge. And another shot. Pass to Kennard. Clippers moving the ball around. Really left alone that time. Coffey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now, here is Harden. There's the triple. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. No points yet here in the second quarter for them.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Clippers leading by 13. Pass to Morris. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Rondo. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. The Nets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Wow, hammering it in.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Morris outside to the paint. Here's the pass to Kennard. Out to the right wing. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do. Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Irving. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Like seeing Kyrie pull the trigger from right there when he's got his feet underneath him. Those percentages go way up.
Pass to Oturu. Morris looking over the floor. Off target from outside. Nets trail by 9. In the corner, Irving with it. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's Aldridge on the follow.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Kennard. Down low. Out to Morris. Pass to Oturu. Kennard against Brown. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And he's able to get it back. Coffee passes to Oturu. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. With the putback and staying with the play, Irving. Irving's got 6.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have and a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 8. That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Harden out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at center. So that's the Nets 5.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And here's Harden. He's got 8. Outside Aldridge. Over Jackson. Aldridge misses. Clippers leading by 7. Right side Jackson. And Batum kicks to George. Over Aldridge. George, no good. Net shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Now George. He's got 6. Outside Leonard from outside the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound. Aldridge has got his 5th rebound in this one. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. Here's George, and Jordan sends it back.
If there's one end of the floor that DJ takes seriously, it's the defensive end, and he loves to get up and reject those shots.
George with the ball. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Jackson passes to Zubac. That one falls.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. George is checked in for the Clippers. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
No good from Irving. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Irving, and he could not get that one to go. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Leonard against Harris. Leonard dishes to Patterson. On the wing, George. 5 to shoot. No one near him. They grab their own miss.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Outside Irving. Leonard with the steal. The deep three from George. And the three off target. Nets trail by 14. Brown drives in, and it's sent back by George. And the Nets miss again. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 15-6 run. Zubac with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. George, no good. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And Brown throws it down hard.
Now, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
George against Brown. George passes to Patterson. Back to George. He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Los Angeles on top as they end the third quarter with a 13-4 run. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Rajon Rondo. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Oturu in at the 5. Irving's shot is good.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Coffee passes to Oturu. In the corner, it's Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. The 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Nets trail by 10 to the middle. Here's Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Blake Griffin.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Morris outside. The pass to Kennard. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. 2 on the clock. Leonard kicks to Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 11.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Harden hits them both. Los Angeles leading by 9. Outside, George passes to Jackson. And stolen by Irving. A floater, and Harden lays it in.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
George against Harden. George passes to Leonard. The shot missing. Good D by Jordan. Harris outside. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Pass to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Clock at 6. Again, the Nets for 2.
And Kyrie right now taking it to another level. We know he's capable.
George against Harden. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Irving looking over the floor. Good work there as it goes.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Jackson passes to George. Outside, Batum. Harden against George. Over Green. Jackson from long range. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Harden's shot is good.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
George up top. Guarded by Harden. And it's blocked by Jordan. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from James Harden.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this league exciting.
Count it.
And now the go-to guy in these situations, Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. .44 seconds left in the game. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
We've seen it. We've seen Kawhi Leonard mature and improve right before our very eyes. But one area where he was already pretty good was coming in at the free throw line.
On the wing, Harris. Pass to Green. Stolen by Jackson. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Right side, Leonard. The tray. Batum. Green with the rebound. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
For 3, Harris. And the Nets miss again. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And something that Harden continues to work on. That kind of defense.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident than... And we've got...
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for the Nets, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Green in at the 4-man position.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Harden against Lillard. McCollum outside. Portland moving the ball around. Green left side. Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now here's Lillard. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's blocked by Jordan. There's the lob to Harden. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And a wide open look for McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Harris. 5 on the clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And it's Covington atop the key. Here's Nurkic. Second chance shot. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Now, here is Harden. And the jam by Harden.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lillard finds Powell. Comes up empty down low.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Irving can't get it to go.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Now Aldridge, after the missed 3 by Carmelo. They get a hand on it. Brown outside. Irving against Cantor. Irving can't hit. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Anthony kicks to McCullough. Out to Anthony. Tries again. That one a little long.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Chalk up 2 there. Harden's got 6.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Lillard the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Now the pass to Claxton. 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the shot is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Lillard. No points in the game yet for him. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Anthony. Cantor trying to free himself up. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
You know, that's one thing Melo has always been able to do. Use his strength to overpower you and get the advantage.
Irving for 3. Here's Griffin. The shot that time not on target. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Nets lead by... And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon the...
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. Now here is Harris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Oh, Griffin in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's McCollum with the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Nets trail by 4. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Stolen by Cantor. Here's McCollum. They get it back, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Irving against McCollum. Irving's shot is good.
Well, the ability to score at all 3 levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Here's Simons. McCollum outside. Pass to Cantor. Hangs in the air. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Now here's Harden. He has 6. He dishes it to Green. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. That gives them the lead. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
We all know Joe Harris is a dead-eye shooter from distance who helps space the floor. What a look.
Simons surveying the D. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Here's the lob to Harden, and the jam by Harden.
I love seeing Harden stroke it from there. One of the most lethal shooters we have in the game.
Harris against Lillard. Over Harris. Kicks it out to Lillard. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Harden against Lillard. Over in the corner, Brown. Now, here is Harden. He's got 8. Out to Harris. They shoot again. Here's Jordan. Outside, Green. Harris outside. Back to Brown. Fires the 3. And Harris is good for 3. Harris has got 6.
Well, catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is.
Harris against Lillard. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Harden scanning the floor. On the wing, Harris. Harden against Lillard. Pulls up from the corner. And the wide open shot from Green. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The shot and game clock separated by 4 to the inside. And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And the basket by Harden.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Lillard outside. And so that brings the first half to a close. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to... Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim and
if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
3rd quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Lillard. James Harden picking up that last basket. Lillard attacking. Powell, no one around him. From outside, off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Harris finds Jordan. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And it's an 11-point Brooklyn lead.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Harden against McCollum. Lillard dishes to McCollum. He's off from 17 feet.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now, here's Lillard to the paint and stolen by Jordan. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen this one or two times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Looking to end the run. They get it again. Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Nurkic. Banked in off the glass. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Harden outside. Green, the pass to Jordan. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. It's McCollum with the drive. Count that one. And that's now 10 points for C.J. McCollum.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Now Harris, after the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. Griffin kicks to Harden. Irving passes to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. Deflects the pass. Here's Claxton, and they pick up 2.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard scanning the floor. Powell with it, and it's Harden picking him up. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
McCollum against Irving. McCollum dishes to Carmelo. Nifty move.
You know, sold him on the up.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Harris, and it's Brown in for James Harden. Irving kicks to Griffin. The kick out to Brown. Outside Irving. Over Anthony. Irving can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 10. Cantor, high post. Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
What you love about Enes Kanter to me is every night he's capable of a double-double. He's an efficient low-post scorer and a determined rebounder. This guy can play now. Let's make no mistake.
Here's Irving. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead by 9 as the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for Portland, Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. Now here's Griffin. Passes it to Aldridge. From the arc. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Simons. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Brown down low. Anthony on him. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Kicks it out to Jones. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Claxton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Claxton's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nets. And here are the Trailblazers now. 11-point game. Here's Simons. That one, no good. Great D that time from Irving. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And he converts the layup. And the Nets lead by 13. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Griffin looking around. Shoots over Powell. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the strength from the big man. Griffin just refusing to quit and muscling it in. Wow.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Harris comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Anthony. Little comes in for Derek Jones. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Pops it up for Jordan. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Oh, perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now, here's Lillard. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Harden against Lillard. Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Harris outside. And stolen by Lillard. Here's Little. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clearly a foul.
The free throw drops for Little. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Outside Irving. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Harden. Clock at 6. And the jam by Harden.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Lillard outside. Hands it from downtown.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Harden inside the three-point line. And Kanter pulls it down. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Little. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Little's got 4 points this quarter. Nets leading by 9. Harden outside. Out to Harris. 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Nurkic against Irving. Lillard with the rebound. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. And here's McCollum for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Harris, right side. Outside Jordan. Harden the pass to Green. Nobody near Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 9.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
Lillard outside. From deep. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Brooklyn with the win, even early on. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. tonight. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, they've got Green. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Basket good.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Lopez. Giannis outside. Stolen by Harden. Irving against DiVincenzo. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from 3-point range.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better, and not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well. You know, I like Irving's creativity, but also his discipline offensively. He'll take whatever's available.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. Over Harris. Shots good by Middleton.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Middleton for 3, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Middleton's got 5.
Boy, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
The 3 from Harden. And Lopez pulls it down. For Milwaukee, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Middleton looking it over. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here the step back. Offensive rebound. Out to Harris. This one for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Outside Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. The Bucks working the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. And Giannis gets it to go.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Holiday against Harden. Back to Irving. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Irving.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Green against Antetokounmpo. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Middleton. Lopez. The tip in on the offensive rebound.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Harden against Holiday. Irving for 3. No good. Shot missing. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Outside Holiday. This is to Middleton. From downtown. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got a couple of 3s now in the first for Milwaukee. And Jordan has it in the corner. And he banks in the layup.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Now here is Holiday. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Middleton, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Irving passes to Harris. Over Middleton. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Bucks ahead. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
We've got Brown. He's out there with Kyrie Irving. Aldridge out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in a power forward. So that's the Nets 5. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this year is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Now Irving. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Forbes the pass to Portis. Middleton for 3. And again, the Bucks miss.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And there's the pass to Aldridge. Now the feed to Griffin. And it's in there. Griffin's got his first basket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Portis. Middleton for 3. Another miss by Middleton.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
They now take the lead. Aldridge has got his second basket of the game.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. Middleton on the wing. Another miss by Middleton.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Well placed alley-oop pass into the layup. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Middleton. Will it go? Another miss by Middleton.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Irving. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Holiday's checked in. Now here is Harris. Here's Claxton. Back to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks trail by 3. Launches a 3. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got 5 points so far.
Well, this is the strength and forte of Forbes' game. He's a lethal sniper from deep.
Harden surveying the D. Here's Harden on the wing. Feeds it to Aldridge. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And, you know, Aldridge is a load to deal with. When he gets good position, you pretty much have to be physical with him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden against Holiday. Outside Aldridge. Kicks it out to Harden. Teardrop shot and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. And the Nets lead by 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Holiday dishes to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
From deep, Harden. Unable to get that one. No good. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were always within striking distance. And that should do it with the second half about to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. Harden, and there it is for him. Harden's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Nets.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
Giannis inside, working on Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now here's Harden. He's got 6. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Well, you got to remember now, Harden, as good a scorer as he is not just a scorer. He's a shrewd dime dropper, too.
The Bucks train. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Kicks to Middleton for the lead. A rebound by the Nets. And Harris wide open. He shoots a three-pointer off the mark. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Blake Griffin in for Jeff Green. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Lopez kicks to Middleton. A miss that time would have put him up.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
Fast break, Milwaukee fires from deep. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Harden kicks to Irving. Brown outside. Harden the pass to Griffin. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. DiVincenzo against Harden. Pass to Tucker. Out to the wing. The Bucks working the ball around. Connaughton passes to Portis. Clock is at 3. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Harden up top, guarded by Holiday. Count that one. Claxton's got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
It's Harden with the drive. Milwaukee with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Holiday, no one around him. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And the strength from the big man. Griffin just refusing to quit and muscling it in. Wow.
And the Nets making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And that one misses. Bucks trail by 4. And the pass to Connaughton. And Brown over to help. Here's Forbes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Forbes has got 7 points.
You know, for a sharpshooter like Forbes, guys, getting points inside can only help him be more effective on the perimeter. It actually add a step to his quickness.
Here's Griffin. The kick out to Irving. Inside. A second chance effort. Here's Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Aggressive in deep. Once Harden gets to a spot he likes, he goes right to work.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Holiday gets the bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Stolen by Tucker. Pass to Connaughton. Here's Forbes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Well, Irving looking engaged and aggressive there, making an impact at the defensive end.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Net. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Aldridge out there with Green, then there's Brown, then there's Harris, and it's Harden in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Green, and the layup is good. Green's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Passes it to Forbes. Lobbed up there for Lopez. It's stolen by Green. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Over to the wing. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Harris. And it's Connaughton missing. Brooklyn leading by 6. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. And Irving subbed in for Brown. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Irving. Here's Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Lobbed up there for Lopez. Nets leading by 8. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And they double up Giannis. Irving with the steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. 2 points, that one goes. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Nets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Drew Holiday is checked in for the Bucks. And Giannis throws it down.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, it is one sight to see.
Harris outside. Back to Irving. Harris passes to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Harris, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Harden kicks to Harris. Harden against Holiday. Outside Irving. Nets passing it around. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. The Bucks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. For 3, Middleton. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You can really see Middleton now starting to emerge as a leader for this team. Whenever they're looking for an important basket, he provides it.
Fires the three. Good D by Irving.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
For three, Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
In the corner, it's Harris. Jacks up a three. And the three ball is good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Sinks the triple.
Patience is a virtue. And Chris Middleton, virtuous.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Poked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And so it's Brooklyn with David. Thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the Nets starting 5. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
I mean, he might as well pour a foundation and put some framework around that, because that's where DeAndre Jordan lives on the offensive glass.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Now George. Leonard dishes to Batum. Outside, George. 3 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Leonard, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Such a wide open look.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jackson passes to George. Los Angeles with another miss.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
The drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there. Getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. In the corner, Irving with it. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Green. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Harden dishes to Green. Right side, Jordan. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
That's some big boy stuff from DJ. He likes the chance to finish through contact.
Clippers trail by 5. George looking around, passes it to Jackson. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball. It's hauled in by George. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Leonard on the wing. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Joe Harris. Now, here is Harden. He has 5. Here's Aldridge. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Very aggressive that time around the basket. I like to watch LaMarcus use that size in there to get some contact.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Rondo passes to Patterson. The drive by Rondo, and that one drops.
Right now, Rondo just cutting through there with not much effort, and the speed took over.
1:07 left to play here in the first. Harden, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Nets with the lead. The pass to Irving. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
And here's Rondo. Fires for three. He doesn't hit that one. And stolen by Patterson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on James Harden.
Well, Patrick Patterson had some great years where he showed his three-point shooting prowess, but if he can get down into the post and score there as well, it's another option for their offense.
And the Clippers making a change here. Coffey's checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Aldridge. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, back to the basket. Sometimes more facing up is Aldridge. He excels right there down in the painted area.
Here's Kennard. Here's Patterson. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what...
this game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Kennard. Paul George is out there with Marcus Morris. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Patterson in at the center position. Nets leading by 6. Harris looking it over. Griffin's shot is good. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by Blake Griffin. Zubac finds Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jackson's got his second basket.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now, here is Irving. Griffin passes to Harris. Irving up top. 6 to shoot. From 17 feet out. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Irving. Brooklyn leading by 6. Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Outside Jackson. To the middle. And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And here's Harris from the arc. Good on the triple. Harris has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. George against Brown. Jackson has the open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center.
And here's Harden after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Jackson against Harden. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard finds George. Pass to Jackson. Back to Batum. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson dishes to Leonard. And the wing jumper offline. Brooklyn leading by 5. Green, the pass to Jordan. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Jordan's got 6.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
Down low. Poked away. Back to George. Zubac trying to break loose. And George gets it to go. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Harden. Softly drops in the floater. And the Nets lead by 7.
And that touch Harden has, making the floater look so effortless coming off his fingertips.
The 3 from George. Zubac kicks to George. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden has a wide open. What a play. Simply drains it. And so it's Brooklyn. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Green. Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Nets leading by 7. Irving with it. Passes to Harden. Here's the 3. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Green. That one goes in.
Now you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find them.
Nets shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Now, here is Harden. He's got 11. Outside Irving. Harden scanning the floor. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in. He throw good. James Harden. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zubac has got his first points in this one.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's Harden. He's got 14. There's the pass to Claxton. Lays it up off the glass. And the Nets lead by 10.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Back to Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Takes a 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Leonard's got 8 points.
This offense just looks so different when Kawhi Leonard is on the floor and when he's knocking down shots like this.
Back to Harden. To the middle. Batum with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Irving against Jackson. Here's Claxton, the kick out to Irving. Paul George with the steal. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Well, all of that starting right there with the steal by Paul George, illustrating his ability to anticipate that time, and a great play on the ball.
Now, here is Harden. The shot's good from Irving.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Jackson. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Now, here is Irving. He kicks it to Brown. Pass to Harris. Irving for 3. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense there from Jackson. For the lead. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bobbed up there for Green. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Leonard. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Clippers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
When you think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom, And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
Back to Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Irving's got 6.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Now Irving. They've got Rajon Rondo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Irving. Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 5. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. For 3, Harris. And with the rebound, the Clippers in the lead. Morris outside. To the left side wing. Man can't hit.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
11 feet away. A nice shot by Irving. And the Nets lead by 1.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Outside Rondo. Shot, high post. And no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Outside Irving. There's the dish to Harden. Clock at 6. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Clippers trail by 3. And here's Rondo. High post, Zubac. Back to Rondo. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And that's an intentional foul. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Claxton the pass to Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. Claxton no good. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still. Now here's Leonard. Over Harris. The offensive rebound. Zubac drops in the layup for 2.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Here's Irving to the inside. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Irving.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Outside, George passes it to Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by George, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Here's George. James Harden picking up that last basket. Takes it out to Leonard. Zubac in the post. Rondo passes to Zubac. Harris against Leonard, and that one is good.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Harden on the wing. And it's good for two.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
And the pass to Rondo. Left side, Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on James Harden.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Green in for Blake Griffin. Now here is Irving. Jordan high post. Green inside, defended by Batum, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
That's the first that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
Here is Harden. Dishes it to Irving. Money!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Outside, George. Off target with his 3. The deep 3 from Harden. Off on that one. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. Rip City, Portland, Oregon. It's the NBA on 2. DH.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Green in at the power forward. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Powell. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's McCollum in at the point guard position. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight. Chris, what an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Keeps it alive, and staying with the play, Irving.
A good decision maker. Look, he looks to make the right plays. Irving's contributions on the glass, they don't go unnoticed.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard with it. Harris is there. And it's Lillard missing.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
It's tipped. Covington with the steal. And, oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Makes it off the glass.
Wow, the speed of Lillard, so masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
Right side, Irving. Left side, Jordan. Harris with it. Now Covington defending. Shot clock at 6. And here is Powell. And they're moving it up. And there's Lillard on the assist by Nurkic.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Here's the teardrop. And Irving with the lay-in. Good. Irving's got his second bucket.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
And a deep three from Lillard. Lillard again missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here's McCollum. After the basket by Brooklyn. The pass to Powell. Back to McCollum. From deep. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Second shot opportunity. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
Harden surveying the D. And here's Harris from the arc. Shot clock reset for the Nets. From past the arc. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Then for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And so it's Brooklyn with it after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Terrific at just being aggressive. Aldridge excels at putting pressure on the D and getting the call.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. And it's Simons missing. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Brown finds Irving. Count it, good.
And Irving is a handful in the pick and roll. He has exceptional quickness, and he's a terrific decision maker.
Inside, Cantor. And rattles out the dunk. You know, the layup might have been a better shot for him. Brown, good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Simons to the paint. Here's Anthony. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now, here is Irving. He has 6. Pass to Aldridge, stolen by Cantor. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Simons, the pass to Cantor. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You have to admire the assertiveness. Cantor not even thinking about it. He's just firing off the catch.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Both free throws good for Irving. Powell with it. Here's Simons. And no good on the last second attempt this time. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it...
I think it comes from being...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And, guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Harris is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Aldridge in at center. Now here's McCollum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Nets leading by 6. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Harris. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Harris. Stolen by Cantor. Jones with it. Picked up by Harris. Anthony against Griffin. Anthony down low. Got it. Good job in the low post. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Outside Irving. It's deflected. Stolen by Cantor. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's Irving. Portland making their last shot. Passes it to Aldridge. And again, it's the Nets missing. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Green, he's checked in for Harris. And it's James Harden in for Brown.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Irving against McCollum. gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
He's an excellent penetrator. I mean, as soon as McCullough sees a lane, he's all over it.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Now, here is Irving. 10 points for him. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Portland may have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
A rapper off the court, a number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. He has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
Here's Irving, and Jordan has it in the corner. Pass to Green, kicks it to Irving. Sweet little floater. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice little floater there. When you're Irving's size, it's an important shot to have in your arsenal.
McCollum outside. Shoots the 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up. Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Now, here's Lillard. 8 points for him. Pulls it from 20. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Green finds Harden. Over McCollum. And Covington sends it back. And here comes the break. Here's Lillard. And the shot goes in. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
Harden against Lillard. Now the pass to Irving. The 19-foot shot. And it's rebounded by Covington. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And some good action. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Jusuf Nurkic, big part of what this team does. And that's good.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland, we've got Robert Covington, Damian Lillard out there with McCollum. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And it's Lillard missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
In the corner, Harden. Not going to go that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Powell for 3. But they'll get another chance. Lillard from outside drains it from beyond the arc. And it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
McCollum against Irving. On the wing, Harris. Irving dishes to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Nets missing. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 15 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And stolen by Lillard. Covington against Irving. Pass to Lillard. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Nets.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Harden's shot is good.
But Harden's strength is part of what makes him special. Able to score through all kinds of contact.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 4-point game. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over Irving. McCollum, no good. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Harris wide open. He shoots an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open. And Harden finds it.
McCollum passes it to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Four on the clock. Here's Lillard. Doesn't go that time. Harden with the defensive effort. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Nobody near Irving. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Lillard with it. Picked up by Harris. And Lillard gets it to go. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. A 3 from McCollum. It's good from long range. McCollum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
This is who McCollum is. Someone who's ready to fire as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Irving passes to Jordan. On the wing, Harris. Covington with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
He's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And a new group in for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Griffin's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got his second basket. Here's Simons. With 1 on the clock. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Brown. He's out there with Harden. Aldridge out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4-man position. Simons surveying the D. The dish to Cantor. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Cantor's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Portland. Now here's Harden. Passes it to Claxton. The kick out to Brown. It's Harden. Wow, hammering it in.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Here's Simons. Anthony finds Cantor. Out to Anthony. Rebounded by the Nets. Over to the left wing. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Damian Lillard's checked in for Little. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. And the Nets making a change here as well. Irving's checked in. Harden dishes to Irving. And the Nets miss again. Portland leading by 4. Moving it up. Here's McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. They get the rebound. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Down low. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. For 3. Right block shot. Claxton with the bucket. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. The lead is 2. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Cantor. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Green in for Blake Griffin. Harden the pass to Jordan. Over in the corner, Green. To tie it up. Kicks it out to Harden. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Not a great play on either end. Bad delivery and way too late to react on the catch.
Nurkic checked in for Portland. Here's Simons. The feed to Nurkic. Pass to Simons. The end of the drought. Goes back up. Out to Anthony. Back to Nurkic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Harden outside. Outside, Green. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Harden. He nails it, and we're tied up. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, man, there's no denying that Harden nails these shots all the time. Love how he just takes over these possessions.
Lillard left side, and good that time.
Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
1:05 left in the fourth. Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. It's good. A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Kicks it out to Lillard. To the left wing. Launches it. It's good from beyond the arc.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
outside Irving. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Come on, Irving is a terrific clutch shooter. He welcomes any chance he can to sink these type of shots.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lillard outside. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. It's good!
When the game is up in the air, Harden delivers. Easy to understand why he is seen as one of the best players in the league.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Off the inbound. Oh, missed it. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Harris. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of... We are...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And Doris, tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Joe Harris, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Green, and it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Harris, right side, back to Harden. Over Holiday, and Harden with the basket on the assist by Harris.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Here's Middleton. James Harden with the rebound. Irving against DiVincenzo. Irving can't get it to go.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Lobs it up for Holiday. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now, here is Harden. Irving with a clean look. And Lopez pulls it down.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And the Bucks with possession. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Inside, Jordan kicks to Harris. Harden the pass to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Harris, good.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Holiday. Middleton for 3. James Harden with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And GA Chris Middleton, over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Middleton can't get it to go.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Nets also changing it up. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for James Harden. It's good on the putback.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Holiday. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. Pass to Irving. A 3-ball. Brown down low. Irving finds Aldridge. Shoots over Portis. A rebound by the Bucks. Middleton outside. Nice shot by Portis.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded. Here's Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Woo-hoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Here is Forbes. And stolen by Harris. Outside Aldridge. Lets it go with a 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Aldridge. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Claxton, guarded by Tucker. Brown kicks to Irving. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin.
I think the underdog story, started with.
And great playing with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Now here's Harden. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Pass to Brown. Now here's Aldridge. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Portis. Misses off the right eye.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here is Harden. From deep. It's rebounded by Portis.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Bucket is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Green in for Harris. Now, here is Harden. Here's Griffin. The feed to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. Jordan trying to free himself up. And it's Green missing. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Griffin with the steal. Green against Portis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
He's an athletic freak.
Wow.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Holiday. It's not going to go for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Griffin kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Lopez outside. Middleton up top. He scores, and he's off the schneid with that basket. 1 for 7 on a tough night for him. And, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Harden scanning the floor. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Good D by Holiday.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
And it's Giannis missing. And that's it for the first half of action. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. At one point, they had a 9-point lead. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
What a menace he was on defense through the first two quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Setting the floor for the Nets. You've got Irving. Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the point. Pops it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And Holiday is right there. Holiday's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Milwaukee.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Green, the pass to Jordan. Harden trying to get open. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Dishes it to Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. He kicks it to Middleton for the lead.
That's one for their first four to start the second half.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Holiday against Harden. Here's Lopez. Jordan with some nice D.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first five.
Irving finds Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Jordan with the bucket.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Harden, and it's sent back by Lopez. They retain possession. For three, Harris kept alive.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Giannis, and he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got his second basket of the game.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Harden. Jordan kicks to Harden. And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lobbed up there for Lopez. It's stolen by Green. Baseline J on the way. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Harden. And it's 6 points for Kyrie Irving. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And it's blocked by Jordan.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
They recover it. On the wing, Harris. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Holiday. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. They kick it out to Green. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday in the corner. Middleton with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
There's a marksmanship from Kyrie Irving. The lightning quick release. Boy, defender better have his hands up and ready.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. 58 seconds left to play here in the third. Lobbed up there for Lopez. It's stolen by Green. They're running. Here's Irving. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
From deep three-point range. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harden's got 5 rebounds tonight. Nets leading by 10. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Green. The 3. Joe Harris, and that's good. Harris has got 6.
Well, catch and shoot. Is that Joe Harris's specialty? I think it is.
To the middle. Lopez dishes to Giannis. Middleton for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Green finds Jordan. The kick out to Irving. From deep, Green. Rebound, Milwaukee. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And Irving launches it from deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Everything's fallen into place, and we'll see if they can keep it going. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Bucks trail by 13. Here's Connaughton. The teardrop falls in. Connaughton's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Bucks. Outside Irving. The pass to Griffin. Here's Claxton, guarded by Holiday. And the basket is good. And the Nets lead by 13. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Irving passes to Aldridge. Takes the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Nice shot by Portis.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Irving passes to Aldridge. Rebounded by Tucker.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
And Portis throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. To the inside. A reverse. Here's Claxton, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. The Nets also changing it up. Jeff Green is checked in for Aldridge. Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. The kick out to Holiday. 6 to shoot. The 11-footer. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
In the corner, it's Harris. His three-pointers off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. For 3, Middleton. Rebound by Jeff Green.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Holiday against Irving. Harden outside. Knocked away.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
A shot by Middleton, wide open. A three-pointer, no good.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nets.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for James Harden.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Shots good by Middleton.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Harris, no good. Middleton outside. There's the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Passes to Irving. Left side, Harris. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our